graduate from Speechcraft and become a member of Toastmaster? Well, you all are here because you'd like to become an effective communicator, a leader, and a public speaker. One thing to get the benefit of Toastmaster is being able to deliver your speech, to learn about the module. Without that, you will not get the benefit what you are looking for. So today's session is very important because it will give you or guide you on how you can start your journey in Toastmasters. So now let's start. I think first of all, please check your email, whether you already received an email from Toastmasters and to set up your password. So have you all received your email from Toastmaster?
Sure, Bu.
Yes, okay.
I've already set up my password, yeah.
Okay, so now let me start with navigating password. And this is very important, yeah? And I will share the recording as usual in the group because this is how you can start your journey in Toastmaster. And this is the key for you to get the benefits in Toastmaster. So navigating pathway. First, I will use a slide, but then later on, I will go live and go to Toastmasters website. So let me introduce myself first. I am Ronawati Wongso. I am a Toastmaster since October 2019. I have completed 8 Pathway and Pathway Mentor program, and I received my 2 DTM within 2 years and 10 months, and I will get my 2 more DTM this term by the end of the term. I am SAA or Surgeon at Arm of Maranatha Toastmaster Club and has been club president, VPE, treasurer, and I am area director of B2 and immediate past area B1 director. These terms to you is foreign right now since you are not familiar yet with Toastmaster. But once you are familiar, then you know what they all are. Basically, this is the achievement what I have done in Toastmaster. And as I mentioned, to start your journey, you are given 1 free pathway when you become a new member. And today, what I will share with you on how you can navigate your pathway. So today, I will help you to log into Toastmaster.org, choose your pathway, launch and activate your pathway, browse your project. When you complete your pathway, you will get a certificate. When you complete each level, you will get a certificate. When you complete a pathway, you will also get a certificate and then the call to action and Q&A. First of all, please check if you received this email. Congratulations. Okay, so you need to set up your login credential in Toastmaster. Yeah, you got this? All of you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the next step, after these sessions, please do set up your password. And if you have any problem, you can contact me or your mentor. Now, introduction to Toastmaster education program. This is what we call as Pathway. What is Pathway? Pathway is a module developed by Toastmaster to help us working on our goal to become an effective communicator and leader step by step by building basic skill or fundamental and then knowing ourselves, and later on we do it. So not just theory, but we will work on projects to practice it. So here is what is Pathway. It's a Toastmaster education program catered to your needs or interests because there are 11 pathways to choose from depending on your interests. And if you are not sure which one is right for you, you can do an online assessment. Toastmaster will ask you several questions and give you 3 recommendations to choose from. Personally, I would suggest to choose presentation mastery. I think that is the very basic one if you want to start with. In terms of the project, I would say it will not take too long to complete, in the sense that because some of the projects have like asked you to be volunteers for 6 months. So it means it takes a long time, at least 6 months, to complete the project and to work in volunteer organization, etc. But in presentation mastery, the projects doesn't require that. So you can complete the pathway a lot easier. And then I suggest after that, then you can take whatever you like. But this is only my suggestion, but it's really up to you what you'd like to choose. It's accessible online and focus on learning and practicing new skills, not just learning the theory. So as I mentioned, there are 11 specialized learning paths. So after taking an online assessment, you will be guided to the ideal path based on your current goals. There are at least 14 projects in each path. And I'm sure when you do your online assessment, among the 3 recommendations given by Toastmaster, one of them is presentation mastery. So here we have dynamic leadership, effective coaching, engaging humor, innovative planning, leadership development, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, strategic relationship, team collaboration, and visionary communication. The one that I recommend is presentation mastery. And here from this, you can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, here on the right. So 1 is public speaking, 2 is interpersonal communication, 3 is strategic leadership, 4 is management, and 5 confidence. And here you can see what number is on. So you can just check what does it cover. For example, for presentation mastery is only about public speaking. Yeah. Engaging humor is only about public speaking. But if you choose others like dynamic leadership, effective coaching, etc., it has more. It covers more of this. Yeah. Presentation mastery is public speaking and confidence. Sorry, there is 5 here. So it means confident. Same as engaging humor. Public speaking and confidence. Now let me guide you or show you on how to navigate the pathway hands-on. Actually, if you have your login and password, you can come with me together to do it. But since you haven't set it up, so it will take a little bit of time and we have limited time, so I will just go directly to Toastmaster. So first of all, from your email, it will give you a link to click on toastmaster.org. I suggest you to bookmark your website. So like here, I put Toastmaster Toastmaster, because I use it every day. So it's easy for me just to click it. Okay, and then next, you log in, yeah. And since you start, then you won't have any password. You can just say forgot password to set up your password. Yeah. For me, I save it, so it's easy for me to log in as well. Okay, then for you, you will have to, your Learning Hub. For each one of you, since you are a new member, you will get 1 free pathway. Here you can choose a path, yeah. Choose a path. And select your path language. And we choose digital resources because we use it online. And how would you like to select your learning path? If you don't know which one you would like to choose, then you choose take assessment. But if you know which one to choose, then you choose view all path option. Let me show you this, yeah, first, and then we can choose the take an assessment. If I know which one to choose, let's say I choose, for me, I have done many of this. Probably I will choose, because I have done 8 of them. I have, maybe I say that I will do innovative planning. This one I haven't done. And I say continue. Then you click again, continue. And then you fill out all of this. And then at the end, it's free. It's zero. It shows $20 and then it shows it's free. Now me go back to the choose a pass, because this is for you who would like to take the online assessment. So you still go to choose path and then select your path. Then you choose the take assessment, continue. Now, here you will start, and then there are many questions. Select the 3 topics you are interested in learning about from the list below. So you choose, let's say you want public speaking, you want speech writing, and maybe you want interpersonal communication. And you follow all of this, and then it will give you, so from the 3, which one would you like to choose? For example, if you'd like public speaking, then learning about blah, blah, blah will help me significantly in my personal blah, blah, blah. So you choose all of this, and then at the end, it will come out with 3 suggestions. And then you choose which one you would like to choose. Yeah, once you choose, click, 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 then you go to the same like I showed you before. It will give you the order, and then it will show you $20, and then at the end it's free. Yeah, because it's already included when we register you as new member. Now, assuming that you already choose your path, the next step is to go to your Basecamp. Yeah, so from the top, you choose my home, and then go to my Basecamp. I think for the guides, please help them to choose their path. Yeah, when we completed this sessions, the Speechcraft session later.
Sorry, Bu Rona.
Yes.
The Basecamp will show after we choose a path, yeah?
Yeah,
Because
after you choose a path, you access your pathway from the Basecamp.
Okay, noted, Bu.
Yeah, okay. So since I have two clubs, so here I have to choose, but let's say I choose Maranatha. Okay, your path that you choose will either show up here. Yeah, this one because I already completed all of my pathways, so I have nothing outstanding, and or it will show you here, path and learning. Okay, this one it will show you inactive here, but since I have nothing outstanding, I already completed all my paths. I choose on the completed path, just to give you an example. Yeah, so maybe I just choose like one path, for example, the one that I just completed is strategic relationship. In your case, it will show launch, and you just click launch, yeah? Okay, and then here, because I already completed, for each one which I completed, each level which I completed, it gives the check mark. It means it's already completed. You go to level 1, and here, because I already complete each part of level 1, so it has a check mark. But when you start, there is no check mark, and there are 4 projects in level 1. So it will be icebreaker, writing a speech with purpose, introduction to vocal variety and body language, evaluation and feedback. This one has 2 speeches, and then evaluation as well. But for those of you who already delivered these speeches, you can just mark complete. I will show you how to do it. Yeah. So for those of you who already deliver icebreaker, writing a speech with purpose, introduction to vocal variety, you can just check, yeah. And evaluation and feedback, this one probably you need to do. This is 2 speeches and evaluation. For the evaluation, actually you have done it. So it's really up to you whether you want to do as an evaluator again. Now let me show you. When you go to each level, you click launch. Let me start by going here. So please do play this, yeah, to get you familiar on how to navigate the pathway. But once you do this, then you just go, you follow the module. Yeah, there's a video, etc. You just follow it. Okay. So you click on this. Yeah. And you follow it. So basically your module. So you read every page. Yeah. Then you download this project checklist, because this is the project that you are supposed to do. Yeah, this is read the purpose and then what you have to do, etc. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we come back to this. Then, okay, then you need to fill out this, assess your skills before. You follow this. This is necessary because in order to complete your project, you need to do the before and after. And there is a comparison at the end, the before and after. Yeah. So you do all of this and then you read all of this. You open up, read everything, just click on this. And you click on this. Since I am short in time, so I will just go fast. Yeah, and then you click on this, next. And you can click each one of this to learn. Okay. Now, this is after your speech. You read all of this. I would suggest you download whatever you can download here, and I will show you on how you can file and number it, so it's easy for you to look for it. Okay. Okay. Here, since I already completed this, assess your skill after. But actually for you, you stop, yeah? When you see assess your skills after, you stop. That means you completed and already read what you need to do in this project. And you go back to your pathway once you deliver your project, and then you fill out assess your skills after. Yeah. This one I already fill out, so that, and then it will come with comparison before and after. Okay. And once you completed the after, then it says you click, you get congratulations. And here you go back, then you will get a check mark here. It means it's already completed. And you do the same for each of this project. Just remember, for project, this one, evaluation and feedback, there are 3 speeches. Speech 1, and then you receive an evaluation. Speech 2, you apply the evaluation that you receive. And then the third speech is being an evaluator. And once you get all of this check mark, then you go to level 1 completion. Yeah, here it will show up. Then you mark complete, and then you evaluate, and then you inform your VPE to approve it, to approve your level completion. So you finish with 1 level. Yeah. What I suggest you to do, what I normally do, when I start a new pathway, I look for every projects that there are in this pathway. So I look at level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, etc. Starting with level 3, there are elective projects. For level 3, here you have to choose 2 projects, elective. Yeah, so you can choose any of these. And then in level 4 and level 5, there is 1 elective project. Now let me show you on how I file my projects. Let me go back to my file, yeah? So it's easy for you. I will give you the blank one, but just to show you on how I do it, so you have an idea on how best to do it. This is how I approach it, but it's really up to you how you would like to do it for you. Yeah, so I have a file. Did you see? Yeah, for each level, I have this folder here, for example. Yeah, I choose new pathway here. This is basically all of my Toastmaster folder. So here I have like visionary communication. That's my pathway already completed. Strategic relationship already completed. And then I put new pathway. I will give you the template. Each of them I have like folder, event and photo, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, past completion, and then my timeline. And then I will share with you about my timeline. So when I started a project, I write in my timeline what approximately elective I will choose. So I write all of the projects like here. Yeah, I write all of the project. I put the number, level 1, project 1, level 1, project 2, level 1, project 3, and then 4A, B, C, and then level 2, project 1. So it's easy for me to organize. And then I look at my pathway. This one happen to be the project that I have, but it really depends on your pathway because each pathway has a different project. Yeah, the first 2 levels is similar, but starting from level 3 to 5 is different for each project. So here I put like icebreaker, writing a speech, and here I put the date when I deliver it. And then the speech or title, my evaluator, the venue. And here I put a summary of all the pathway. Why there are 2 tabs, timeline and pathway. For pathway, it's just a summary of my pathway. For the timeline, for every activity I have in Toastmaster, I write in my timeline because then I can always go back. What have I done in my timeline, in my time in Toastmaster? And this is especially important when you update your profile because the first time I joined, no one informed me about this. So when I try to update my profile, it asks about when is the first time you become a timer? When is the first time you become a GE? When is the first time you become a Tom? And I have to look at my calendar and it's really time consuming. So after that, I just put everything in this timeline. So it's easy for me to evaluate. And I will show you on how I do my, hold on, yeah. Here again. Okay, so we go back here. In level 1, this is blank since I don't have any project yet. But let me share with you about my timeline and also what I have in each of these folder. For example, in level 1. as I told you, I download whatever I see in the Basecamp. So here I put like icebreaker, I put everything here, and then I put my speech. I write my speech and I put it here. So in every speech I have, and also for each of the evaluation I have it here. So everything is here. So it's easy for me to look if I need to or refer to in the future. I have all the history here. And then in my timeline, so it's the same like for level 2, yeah, for example, I show you. Level 2, yeah, etc. So I have all the history here and also what I get from the Basecamp. And then I show you about what I mean, everything I write in my timeline. Okay, this is like my timeline, yeah? So everything I do in Toastmaster, I put it here, even if it's not my project. Let's say that I am helping other, or I'm taking role in another club. Then I put it here. Like here, I am evaluator in pets. I evaluate Adas Chandran. I do my DTM project for speech. And I do like attend about the workshop, or I do division B contestant briefing. So everything is here. So if I look back, I know what I have done during this time. And as I mentioned, why I have timeline and pathway, because then here, timeline is everything. But in pathway, it's just the summary of my project. Because when you do the pathway, then at the end of the pathway, there is what is called path completion. And you need to reflect what you have learned in this pathway. So having this is easy for me to look at what project I have done, what benefits I get. Yeah, I think this is maybe in terms of the scheduling, I already complete this. Yes.
Bruno, were you showing us your timeline, or was just a folder?
I show you my timeline. Did you see?
No, we didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
It was just the folder all the time.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Did you see? Yeah. Okay. So, for example, my timeline here. Yeah. So you can see all of my activities in Toastmaster. Whatever activities, I just put every meeting, even if I attend as participant in another club, I do role taking, I attend workshop, I do briefing, I do DTM project, TLI, etc. I put it here. So I have the history of my activity in Toastmaster. And pathway is just a summary of my projects. So this is just projects, no other activity. And this is necessary for me. At the end of the project, there is what is called path completion. So I just look at what I have done and try to reflect what benefits. Because for me, frankly, path completion or reflect on my past is the most beneficial things from the whole project. Because from there, because when we do the project, we just follow, the path. And then at the end, when we do the path completion, then we reflect, what have I learned in this project? What do I learn from this pathway? So it makes life a lot easier. Yeah. And I mentioned, like, when you do open your pathway the first time, I ask you to see all the levels, because then we see what project we are on and we can start thinking about projects that we would like to do. For example, there are some elective. When first I open my Basecamp, I just choose tentatively what elective I'm going to choose. But it can change. Before I deliver it, I can change. Yeah. And minimum, like in level 3, there are 2 elective. And some people ask, can I do 3 or 4? Of course, you can do 3 or 4. And in level 4, and level 5 is 1 elective. Can you do more than 1? Of course, it's up to you. But by looking at the whole pathway with the projects that is on, it helped me prepare for my future project. So while I'm doing this project, then I'm thinking about another project, although I don't write anything, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time to find ideas or topics for our speech, so we can save time. So that's why if people ask me, well, how can you do your project so easily? I can deliver like 2 or 3 speeches in a week. And I will share with you. I know that time is already late, but I will share a little bit with you about how I do it. So it will give you an idea how you would like to do it. But of course, this is just my idea, so it's really up to you. I think first of all, I do write my speech. It says like prepare speech. It means there's time for you to prepare. So I don't go impromptu. I always write my draft. The only exception is when I do with PPT, with PowerPoint, because that one I don't need to write a draft because it's basically in my PPT. But other than that, I always write my draft. And remember, for each minute, it's about 100 words. So if you write it in word, there's a count, right? So if 5 minutes is 500, if 7 minutes, maximum is 700, because 1 minute is 100. So write it. Then once you write it, then try to practice. When you practice, just put chunk. You put the intro, the body, and then the conclusion. You do it like 10 times. And for me, don't practice it like at one go. Your brain has so much to absorb. So just do like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So at many different times, yeah, at least 10. And then you close it, and then you do your speech without reading it. You can go for a mirror. It's up to you what you would like to do, yeah. You practice. Why do you need to practice? Because even if this is an online meeting, try to do it as if you have to do it offline. So don't read your script. Try to practice, because then it will give you eye contact. Because when you read, you cannot have eye contact with your audience. You cannot engage with your audience. And then when you practice and you don't read your script, you will have a good vocal variety, because then it can show your emotion, your tone, yeah. And then the third one, for me, I always stand up. So I don't sit down to deliver my speech. I always stand up, because then it can show my body gesture fully. And it allow me to practice in actual offline meeting where we have to stand up in front of our audience. So I think that is from me. So if you have any questions, I think we have 5 minutes for Q&A. Thank you. The key takeaway, the things that you need to do is, 1 is log into toastmaster.org. 2 is activate and launch your pathway. 3, activate and launch your project. 4, mark as complete your project and level. And then 5, ask your VPE to approve in Basecamp and Club Leadership Central. And 6, rinse and repeat the process, mark as complete your pathway. And the last one is call to action. Choose and activate your pathway, start delivering your speech and project. And thank you.